Hey friends, today we're going to be doing a low body workout with yoga type exercises. So I hope you're warmed up and let's get ready for this low body workout. So we are going to start our workout in chair pose. So to come into chair, bring your feet pretty close together, maybe you have an inch or two in between your feet. Go on and lift your arms up overhead, reach those fingertips nice and tall. And now start to sit your butt down towards your heels, sit back on your heels and lift your arms. So we're lengthening through the spine, all the way to the fingertips. Pull those arms up even higher. When we start to get tired, they're going to start to fold forward. We want to reverse that. Reach those arms up high. Nice long spine. And breathe right here. From here, we're going to step back into crescent lunge. So take your left foot, step back into crescent lunge, lift your arms straight up over your head. Start to bring that left hip forward so that the hips are even. And breathe. From here, we're going to go into our warrior two. So to go into warrior two, take your left heel, turn it down towards the ground, and extend your arms out in front and behind you. Now let's take a second or two to clean up our warrior pose. Look down at your feet. Make sure that your heel is in line with the arch of your foot. So we've got a nice heel to arch alignment. Now start to pull that front knee away from your body by squeezing the glute. We're nice and open in the hips right here. Now we're going into reverse warrior. So take your left hand, bring it to your leg, lift that right arm up into the air. Reach that arm behind you, bringing your bicep close to your cheek. Keep reaching that straight arm back. Breathing calmly in this stressful position. Now we're going to come back into warrior two. So with a strong belly, extend back up into that nice warrior two pose. Pull that knee out. Engage the glute. Now we're going to give that leg a break and start to shift back into Skandasana. So straighten the right leg, start to bend the left leg. We want to come down all the way to the ground and flex this right foot. We can have this heel off the mat, or we can have it down on the ground, whatever works better for you, as long as we're feeling a nice little stretch in the leg. Keep a little micro bend in your knee. From here, we're going to go into our warrior three prep, our first balance pose. So we're going to start to walk our hands towards the front of the mat, and now either use a chair or a yoga block, and start to support your upper body with whatever you're using. So we're balancing on the right leg, lifting that left leg high into the air by engaging the glute. Squeeze that left glute, and now lower the left hip a little bit more. Lift up through the chest, lengthen through the spine, and breathe right here. So you may be up high on your chair, you may be down on a yoga block, or you may have your hands just resting on the ground. Wherever you're at, make sure that your chest is staying lifted. Keep flexing those left toes towards your face. Squeeze that glute. Your leg probably dropped down like mine did. From here, we're going into our second balance pose. We're shifting into tree pose. If you want, go on and set your foot on the ground or let it hover and come up into tree. So coming into tree, I'm going to turn so you can see me. Tree is a balance pose, and we're going to balance on the right leg. So start to shift your weight onto your right leg. And now we just turn this left foot out so that we're opening up the hip. Tree is not only a balance pose, it's a hip opener as well. This is a fine version with both feet on the ground. If you want to take it farther, start to balance the foot on the calf, or use your hand and pull it up above your knee. Don't set your foot on your knee, and then just balance right here. So just breathe, extend your arms up like I have them, or you can bring them down to the sides or maybe to your heart, wherever you want to be. I don't care. Just breathe, balance, open that hip up. I'm going to turn back and get in position, and we're going to hit our other side now. So come on, start to extend both arms up into the air, come out of your tree pose, and right back into child's pose, or chair pose, I should say, chair pose. Lift those arms, sink your butt a little deeper. This may be challenging for you enough. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, lift your heels off the ground. Keep everything nice and engaged and breathe. You may be shaking, and that's okay. If you're shaking, set your heels down, straighten your legs, and rest. Otherwise, we're going to step the right leg back this time and extend the upper body into our crescent lunge. So really extend those arms up. Start to press that right hip forward by engaging the right glute. And breathe right here. Keep reaching those arms up. From here, we're going to start to build our warrior two. So turn your right heel in. Let's get that heel to arch alignment and extend the arms in front and behind you. Keep reaching the arms, looking over your front arm all the way down the middle fingers. Keep opening this hip up right here, keeping the glutes engaged. Maybe sink deeper if you want to, if that's in your practice. All right, we're going into reverse warrior now. So lift that front arm. The back arm slides down your leg. And we're reaching that left hand over the head, trying to keep the arms straight so that we're getting a nice stretch down the side. One more breath here. And now we start to shift back into warrior two. Breathe right here. I know that quad's burning. We're about to give it a little break. Go on and start to straighten that leg and bend your right leg. Skandasana. Wherever you're at. Hang out down here and rest. You can have your hands on the ground or they can be floating up. But I want you to be engaged in whatever position you're in. We're going to start to straighten this leg now and make our way to the front of the mat. You can put your hands on the mat or you can do it without your hands. But we're going to start to shift forward into that warrior three prep. So there's our warrior three prep. The fingers are resting lightly either on the ground, on a yoga block, or on your chair. Now if you want to make this a little more challenging, you can start to go into warrior three by bringing the hands to the chest. Whatever version you're at, make sure that you're squeezing that right glute, flexing the right foot towards your face, lifting your chest, making a nice straight line from the right heel all the way to the crown of your head. Breathe right here. Just a few more seconds. Now we're going to start to transition into tree pose. Use your hands to balance on something if you want. But we're going to start to shift up into tree. Either set your foot down, set it on your calf, or bring it up real high. Find something to stare at and focus on. Open that hip up, start to pull that right knee back. Engage the right glute. Arms off to the sides or up above you. Wherever you're at, keep opening the hip and breathing. Now to come out of this, go on and start to bend your knee in front of you. Set that foot on the ground, arms up overhead. We finish in child's pose. Chair pose, not child's pose, chair pose. Keep lifting. want to. That's the end of our workout. I'm going to go on and come out. Like I said, stay here as long as you want to. Be proud of yourselves. You did something really good for your body. That was about a 10-minute workout. You want to make it a 20-minute workout? Do it again. 30-minute workout, do it 3 times. You did well. Be strong. I'll see you next time.